one of my live stream lectures. And before I get into today's very important topic, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my YouTube channel. You know, my channel truly would not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's lecture. And this lecture here ties into the concept of my channel, that financial health. So the focus of this lecture is credit card utilization keep at zero. And people, I'm here to tell you, if you can keep your credit card utilization at zero on a monthly basis, you will begin to see your credit score rise and rise and rise. You know, I'm speaking from experience, because I'm gonna tell you something, the whole concept of my book, my channel, is the financial health, how to rise above your financial situation. But your financial health also ties into your credit score. So I'm going to literally present some powerful information from Credit Karma, which ties into credit card utilization. And for example, if you, and I did this tipping strategy when I rose above my financial situation. At one point my credit score was at an all-time low of 340 from 2007 to 2012, but now it's been well over hitting 849, 850 for years. People, 850 is the highest you can go. And for example, credit card usage, even though I don't deal with a credit card, but I had a credit card to use this strategy to shoot my credit score up. Say for example, if you got a credit card with a $5,000 limit, have the mindset that you're going to use that credit card with a $5,000 limit and keep it at a zero utilization rate, meaning you ain't gonna use it. And for anyone with a 0 to 9% credit card utilization, but keep it at zero, that will be an excellent high impact on raising your credit score. A credit card utilization of 10 to 29% would be a good strategy also to raise your credit score, but not excellent. A credit card utilization of 30 to 49 is fair, and that is fair credit card utilization. Yeah, it's going to bring your credit score up some, but not astronomically if it's a zero. In a credit card utilization of 50 to 100% needs work. So that means if you got a maximum limit on your credit card, $5,000, and your utilization is at 50 to 100%, that means your balance, you're running a high balance. I'm here to tell you, if you keep a credit card utilization at zero, meaning you ain't swiping nothing, that zero bill will still count towards building your credit history, and that zero that you're swiping will increase your credit score on a monthly basis right before your eyes, people. And it takes discipline and a shift in your mindset to use this strategy. Credit card use matters most for each individual card, but if you keep it to a zero, because you always hear keep it at least 30%, no, go lower than that, go to zero. When I rose above my financial situation, I deliberately got a credit card and I carried a zero balance on that credit card for almost a year, and it shot my credit score way above 800. I began to see my credit score rise and rise and rise and rise on a monthly basis because I deliberately used this strategy to have a low credit card utilization rate, because I was on a mission, people. Now my credit score, like I said, been running at 849, 850 for years. But I remember when I deliberately got a credit card and I kept my credit card utilization at a zero, I had available balance at one point $5,000, but I was carrying a zero balance, and they were sending me a bill every single month with zero, and that zero bill count also towards building my credit card, my credit history. They also look at the average use across all your cards is important. I say once you really wrap your mind around this and you can see how you can manipulate and get a high credit score with just by deliberately getting a credit card and treat it like it don't exist. Do not charge anything on it. Have a running balance. You're getting a bill every month for zero, and I'm telling you, every single month you will see your credit score rise and rise and rise. Don't believe the myth that trying to stay under 30%, go lower than that, go zero. Because if you keep your credit card utilization below 30%, that means you're still carrying, you're carrying a balance. 30% is a lot compared to zero, people. Because if you keep it at a zero utilization rate, I'm telling you that credit score is going to move on a more consistent and progressive basis. Then you look up your credit score, 700, 750, 800, 850. That's power, people. Real talk. But it takes discipline to do that. Because most people, when they get a credit card, they ain't getting a credit card with the mindset that I'm going to carry a zero balance month after month after month after month after month with the sole purpose of raising my credit score. No, they ain't getting no credit card for that reason. They get the credit card to use it. Just swipe it. And you look up, now they're 50% utilization rate, 6% utilization rate. They don't maxed out on the doggone credit card, and the higher your utilization rate becomes, that's going to lower your credit score, people. I've gone through the door. Like I say, my credit score been at 849, 850 for years. And I've used this strategy. I talk about one of this particular strategy I used in my book, Awake Financial Freedom. There's a particular chapter in my book when I can remember when my credit score leaped from a 340 to 800, people, all because of this strategy that I use. I think back then, I got a credit card with the sole purpose to keep the utilization rate low. I think at that time, my available balance was $500. Back then, I was charging $1.99 a month, and I did that for several months. That means my credit card utilization was astronomically low, probably like lower than a 1%, people. Real talk. And then at one point, I even took it lower than that. I would start charging the $1.99, and now I was charging zero. It shot it up, and the rest is history. Real talk. And I'm telling you, this is power, people. They ain't teach me this in graduate school. The only thing graduate school and those degrees taught me was how to get in debt, how to get in credit card debt, maxed out on credit card debt. I'm tired of living from paycheck to paycheck. No, this is real talk, people. This is real talk. And I'm telling you, but in order to do this, you got to have the emotional maturity to do this. You got to shift your mindset with the sole purpose of using that credit card, but in reality, you ain't using it, but it's going to be a powerful thing when they send you a bill every month for zero. They spending more money on sending you the bill because there's no interest on zero. And that zero bill still going to count towards building your credit history. And that zero bill is going to keep your credit card utilization down to a zero month after month after month after month. And your credit score will rise and rise and rise with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Real talk, people. They ain't teaching this. You ain't getting to get this in college. You're not. So I'm telling you, as you do this, you can literally go in and look at your credit report with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, and it will literally say credit card. It will literally say credit card utilization 0%, people. 0%, whatever amount that they're giving you to spend, 0%. So that means the credit card company ain't making no money off you. They ain't making no interest off of you. But the benefit is you are raising your credit score on a monthly basis with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And you look up, you'll be at 850. That's the highest you can go. Real talk. So share this information in terms of keeping that credit card utilization at zero, have a strategic plan and a purpose for getting that credit card to not use it, but to keep it at zero, and you will begin see your credit score rise 650, 700, 750, all the way up to 850 people. And it will explode before your eyes. But you got to be consistent. You got to be diligent. You got to do this month after month after month, not charging anything on that credit card. Keep that credit card utilization down to zero. Have the mindset that you really don't have the credit card. That's the purpose of building your emergency savings account. So if a financial emergency was to occur, you pull that money from your emergency savings account versus messing with that credit card. Because if you swipe the credit card, then the utilization rate is not zero. Real talk. So share this information. That's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.